Coming to you from FPA at Shannon Forest, Studio 402. This is Crusader Network News.
Crusaders, I'm Nick Sayer.
And I'm Tyler Huffsteller. Welcome to Crusader Network News. It's Thursday, October 15th, 2020. Here's your news from around the school. With Veterans Day just around the corner, we are asking our early childhood and lower school students to bring in pictures of family members who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces.
The pictures can be framed or unframed. Please attach the student's name, the name of the person in the picture, the relationship to the student, and the branch of service. We would like to have the pictures in by Monday, October 19th, so we can get them ready to display.
There will be no school Tuesday, November 3rd. This is our election day. Our Toys for Tots toy drive will begin Monday, November 16th. We'll be collecting toys for kids in our community who might not get a toy for Christmas without our help. We'll tell you more about it soon.
That's going to be great. I know we collected a lot of toys last year, and I'm sure we will do the same this year. Our fourth graders have been studying about Native American regions. They completed some pretty cool projects showing the different regions. Here are some of our fourth graders to tell us about their work.
My group studied about the eastern woodlands. Their houses were made out of log because they lived in a forest environment. There was very little water, so all there was either little ponds or little streams. They ate corn and deer, and their cultural practice was a dream catcher and the green corn ceremony. They hunted a lot, and they farmed, and the women farmed. The trees came in handy for a lot of tools such as their bow and arrows and weapons.
Our group studied about the Great Plains, and their main house resource was teepees so they could move around faster because they are not people that just stayed in one spot. Their main food resource was buffalo, because they would chase the buffalo off of a cliff, and then they would get the buffalo and use it for like bow and arrows and meat and spears and like clothes and stuff. And they also made dream catchers.
My group studied about Pacific Northwest. They ate whales and fish. They hunted whales and fish. Their houses were made of wooden homes, and they used totem poles, and they lived in forests.
Our group studied about the eastern woodlands, and their main food source was corn and deer. Their physical environment was forests. Their cultural practice was dream catchers and green corn ceremony. Their houses were made out of wood, and they were longhouses.
My group studied about the Great Plains. They used buffalo skin for teepees, and the reason why they did teepees is because they needed to pack up quickly to find the buffalo herds. Over here is some pottery and a little stream. They used every part of the buffalo, like their stomach for the water tanks and their meat for the food.
My group studied about the Southwest region. Their houses were made out of clay. Their cultural practice was making pottery, and the most food that they could find were corn and bread. They were in desert type areas, so it was kind of really hard.
My group studied about the Great Basin. Their main food source was berries and nuts. Their cultural practice was weaving baskets. Their physical environment was a desert, and they also had some mountains, like right there. Their homes were made out of whatever they could find.
My group studied about the Southwest region. In the Southwest region, they lived in the desert, so of course they had cactuses, and
cultural practice was clay pots and woven blankets. Their food source was corn, right, like that. Their homes that they lived in were made out of clay, and they were called pointless. In this house up here, only 2 families could live in it. This house, they usually put 3 to 5 families in. They climbed up ladders to get there, even older people did. Older people usually lived in the bottom ones, and then the younger people usually lived in the top ones. So yeah.
That was our class. We had a lot of fun making those villages. Our fall sports season is moving right along. Our varsity girls team has a couple of more regular season games, and then it's on to tournament play.
Our middle school girls team won the first game of their tournament, so now they will move on to the next round with a game today.
Our cross-country team has one more regular season meet to go, and then it's time for the SKISA regional and state championship meets. We wish all of our teams the very best. Go Crusaders! You can check out the full schedule of our sports events at firstpresacademy.com.
Mrs. Thompson's 3rd graders have been studying magnets. Earlier this week, they went outside and had a race using magnets and little cars. Here they are showing us just how much fun they had.
So in science we've been studying magnets, and today we are going to be racing Hot Wheel cars with the forces of attracting and repelling.
Racers ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Go, Emily! Go, Emily! Go!
Oh, that's clever. All right, so, okay, guys, with the horseshoe magnet.
And I'm sure Tyler does too. Now it's time for our birthdays. Here's Charlie Cartledge with that report.
We only have a few birthdays to announce this week. K5A, Mrs. Freeman, is celebrating her birthday today. K5 friend Olivia Els has a birthday tomorrow, October 16th, and K5 friend Alora Kingstra will celebrate her birthday Monday, October 19th. Happy birthday!
Thanks, Charlie. Be sure to see your teacher for one of these really great birthday pencils from your friends at Crusader Network News. We all love a great joke. Here are Ben Ryland and Liam Thompson to tell us something funny.
Liam, you want to hear a funny joke? Yeah, I love jokes. What made the deck of cards disappear? I don't know. What did make the deck of cards disappear? They got lost in the shuffle.
That was pretty funny. Now it's time for Picture Ponder. Did you turn in a guess? Here's Braden Pratt to tell us all about it.
Each week on Picture Ponder, we will show you a portion of a picture and ask you to try and identify it. It will be something you see around the school at some point during the week. We want you to look at the picture and guess what you think it is. Here's the picture we showed you last week, and watch as we reveal the whole picture. some really great guesses, but unfortunately there were no correct answers. Thank you for trying. Now here's the picture to ponder for this week. Do you think you know what it is? Write your guess down on a piece of paper along with your name and turn it into Miss Seller's box in the office by Monday, October 19th. We will reveal the whole picture next week. Happy hunting!
Thanks, Brayden. I think I know what that picture is. We have some pretty amazing students, teachers, and administrators at our school, and we want you to know just how special we think you are. Here's Juliana Duffy with our spectacular superstars for this week.
We have some really fabulous students, teachers, and administrators at our schools. Each week on Crusader Network News, we will be naming 7 of our Shannon friends. We will be praying for that week. Here are our spectacular superstars for this week. First grader, Brady Gander. Fifth grader, Evan Woods. Fourth grader, Charlie Blanton. First grader, Skylar Sims. Fourth grader, Peyton Burton. Third grader, Bryce Stevens. And second grader, Carly Goodman. Please post these names somewhere in your classroom to remind you who to pray for. We have a special pencil to give you to let you know how special you are to God and to us. Congratulations!
Thanks, Juliana. Please pray for those students and teachers this week. That's our show for today.
Remember to always try your best and do everything in a way that brings glory and honor to God. We'll see you next time. Bye!